we're gonna make some pork chops. I have these lovely beauties. I have black pepper, paprika, extra virgin olive oil, and pink Himalayan salt because I want to, and brown sugar. Now, pink Himalayan salt, why not? You can get that at Dollar General or Dollar Tree once in a while when they have it in stock. Now, for this rub, I may do 2 different kinds of pork chops because I got 4 pork chops. Alright, let's get started. Now, as you can see, I put a little bit of the ingredients in here for the rub. I put 4 teaspoons of brown sugar, 2 dashes of paprika, 2 dashes of Himalayan pink salt, 2 dashes of black pepper. Now, I'm doing this one-handed because my tripod is not very, well, it's kind of flimsy at the base. It was a cheap tripod, but I'm going to try and attempt this one-handed. Now, what you want to do with this rub, now there's 2 ways you could do this with the rub. You can have you could coat the meat in butter so the rub sticks better, or you can have a water-based rub. I'm doing a water-based rub. As you can see, you just, pet the meat. Get all those ingredients in there. Generally, some people like to tenderize their meat before doing this. I'm being lazy. Quite frankly, I'm being lazy at this right now. Just a little bit more massage, meat massage. Oh yeah, get those fingers in there. And yes, I washed my hands. I'm not a disgusting person. Okay, that one's done. And now for the other one, and then we will get to frying. As you can see, I made a mistake. I put all the other rub onto the other pork chop, but that's okay. While it's in the pan, note that while it's in the pan, even though the other one has all of the rub on it, when you cook 2 in the same cast iron pan, it'll develop with the water, the moisture and everything, and the fat cooking. It will develop with the olive oil, it will develop a sort of sauce that you could pour onto the other meat to give it the flavor as strong as the other meat. Now, alright, and on to the cast iron. What you want to do when you start, is you want to turn your pan onto medium heat, and you want to you just coat the pan lightly, or in my case I might mess up, but we'll find out. You coat the pan lightly, as such, and until you get enough for the top coat, and you wait for that to simmer a little bit. Then you're gonna want to do is put the meat into the pan once it starts. Now, if you're impatient, you can turn up the heat to high to make it simmer faster, because cast iron holds in the heat for a very long time. You know what? Let's just bump it up. I'm going to put it on high so we can speed up this process a little bit. And I will see you in a second when the pork chops are actually cooking. Now initially, when you start up the heat of the pan on high to get it started, you want to turn down the heat to medium now, because the pan is holding in the high heat and the burner. What I'm going to use to flip said pork chops is a skewer fork. A prong. Well, I like to think of it as devil's pitchfork. But anyways, use this and flip them I like to say every 2 to 3 minutes. You flip these pork chops. First you want to do is you want to cook it on stovetop, like as is. Then, after you're done with the stovetop, you want to move it to the oven and finish up the rest of the cooking to make sure these pork chops are thoroughly cooked. It doesn't take very long. If you put it on high heat first, then lower down the temperature. Spot right here that still needs to be cooked, but that's okay, because this bigger pork chop is taking most of the pan up. It's not going to be much of a problem though. As you can see, it's cooking pretty thoroughly, pretty fast, and depending on how caramelized you like your pork chops is how long you can keep them on the burner. Flip them just to make sure, a little check here and there once in a while. It seems okay, so I'm going to flip it back over. And I'm going to flip this one because of a little bit of a raw spot on one side. That's okay. And once you cook this after a little while, I may add on the second chops. You're not going to see the second chops being cooked. But this first set right here, it's not going to be, apple is not going to be included into this one. The second one, however, I'm going to include apples around it and cook it with some apples. And the second one, I'm going to make more of a, sort of a sweeter pairing. With the second one, I'm going to put a little bit of garlic powder, in the second one. So it's not only sweet, but it will also have a garlic flavor to the second set of chops. This first set of chops is just going to be strictly more of a sweet, not sweet, and a little tangy. The second one will be sweet and tangy. But yeah, as you can see here, the pork chops are doing pretty alright, and we're going to move on to the oven. Now we're going to transfer the pork chops into the oven. Now, what I like to set the oven on is about 400. Most people, about 350. I like mine cooked a little bit faster. I'm very impatient when it comes to some things. But yes. Leave it in the oven for about 15 minutes so it can cook thoroughly. Because, yes, even though it's thin pork chop slices, it's still pork. And the important part is, chicken and pork need to be cooked thoroughly, or else you're going to get sick. You're going to get, from chicken, salmonella, and from pork, you're just going to plain get sick. Now, put that to the side a little bit, and in 15 minutes time, you'll see the results of these pork chops. As you can see, this is the final result, and it's not bad looking. I hope that you enjoy your feast, and I hope this recipe is pretty good. If you want to make it a little bit stronger, I would do like I'm going to do with the other recipe. This flavor may be a little too light without the garlic powder. But as you can see, I like mine a little burnt, a little caramelized. Anyways, that's all for me. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye.